All right, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I kind of messed up that intro, but I'm not going to re-record it, so we're moving on. Today, we're going to be doing another What Happened To video. I know these have kind of become less and less prominent on my channel in recent months. I've kind of taken a break from making them just because I made so many. I know I put out a Gabby Hanna one not too long ago, but I recorded that like months ago. So if you were watching that and thinking, God damn, some of this information is really outdated, it probably was. But with that being said, we are back, and today we're going to be doing What Happened To, personally, one of my favorite commentary creators and one of the people that really inspired me to make my own channel, and that would be Chubbs. So if you don't know who Chubbs is, we'll go ahead and go through the brief kind of summary of what he does, what his channel is about, how he kind of rose, and then we'll obviously talk about the more recent events and kind of where he is now. So Chubbs is a British commentary channel. He kind of was friends with people like Atozy and I'm Alex. And yeah, he would kind of rise to popularity just with his weird, dark, kind of offensive sense of humor. And, you know, it's looking back on it, yeah, a lot of those videos were a little over the top, but it definitely was funny, especially for me at the time when I was a little younger. And, you know, I mean, obviously a lot of other people found it funny as well. So, you know, that kind of, he rose, he became fairly popular. I think he even had some like conversations or hung out with Keemstar a couple times, you know, stuff like that. So definitely not the smallest creator out there in the world. However, he was never really the biggest. So yeah, he was just a pretty chill commentary creator, would play CSGO often, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, pretty much Chubbs, he was chilling as a channel out there doing his thing. It was going pretty well for him, I guess. And then the cracks kind of started to show. Now, before we get into those, let's go ahead and talk about, you know, some stuff that you might really like know and recognize Chubbs for. Now, Chubbs was really big at criticizing a channel called Fuck Hate. Now, a lot of different, you know, commentary YouTubers, including myself, have gone over this channel in the past. It used to be like one of the easiest things to talk about on YouTube back in around 2018 when Chubbs was really doing good. But yeah, he made a good amount of videos talking about Fuck Hate, and just kind of, you know, that general style of video, I guess. And he kind of felt it like I think most commentary creators, where that kind of died in the years following. YouTube didn't really like it. It didn't get put out in the algorithm. And I think people just kind of found it to be a little immature over time, because it really was just shitting on these like 40-year-old women who make, you know, kind of semi-controversial YouTube videos. But yeah, so he did a lot of stuff like that. If you know him from that, that's cool. If you've never heard of him, I do still recommend checking out some of those old videos if they're still up somewhere. I'm not sure if they are or not, but they're pretty good despite kind of the immature and offensive jokes here and there. But yeah, I mean, even he today, I think, would admit to a lot of those jokes being kind of offensive and immature. But, you know, everybody does at some point. I'm sure in, you know, I don't know, like 3-4 years, I could probably look back on a lot of my videos and go, hey, you probably shouldn't have said that. In fact, I could even do that today. There's some videos I made where I'm like, oh boy, like, yeah, there's some stuff I'm saying in this one that is, yeah, I don't think I really align with that anymore. But, yes, with that being said, though, let's go ahead and talk more into the downfall and what kind of happened. So Chubbs went from having 2 channels, uploading pretty regularly, and, being on a okay, path when it comes to YouTube growth and stuff like that. He was making decent money. However, he was spending a lot of this money on stuff like weed and, stuff like that. There was a point where he was living in a house with some friends, but eventually I don't think that worked out, and he ended up moving around a little bit, and stuff like that. So it was kind of one of those things where he was younger. I want to say he was probably around my age when his channel blew up, maybe a little younger, maybe a little older. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm not the oldest person out there in the world, but, so that kind of, being young and when you have stuff blow up, it's quite difficult to manage. Not that I'm exactly speaking from personal experience, but, looking at so many YouTubers doing these things, it is pretty easy to tell that, when you're so young, and you gain so much fame and money and stuff like that in a short period of time, it's kind of hard to know exactly where to go from that, or what to do, or what's going to be your next step forward in terms of, what do I do now? So with that being said, it kind of, caught up to him and overtook him, and he just kind of stopped uploading eventually. He just completely kind of stopped uploading on both channels. I think probably the second channel kind of ate it first, but then it was the main channel that, it doesn't work out. Then I want to say that he entered the stage of, like, he was playing GTA RP and stuff, I want to say on his second channel. And yeah, he was going with that and doing that kind of thing. I didn't really watch him around that time because that wasn't really the content that I'd like to see him producing. It just wasn't exactly the content I subscribed for, I guess. But it wasn't necessarily bad. I'm sure I watched a couple of them and probably, got a little bit of a laugh out of some. During this time, I think he also did like a couple story time videos or something like that. And this, I want to say, took place on his second channel. But then again, for like actually, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I think he did actually make a video around this time addressing what happened to his channel. What happened to his channel and stuff like that. What happened to him, what his plans going forward was, what was happening with everything. And it sounded good, but it also didn't really completely come to fruition, as those things kind of sometimes do. It's hard to go ahead and say something and then actually fully commit to it. It's kind of difficult, especially with something such as YouTube. I mean, I've been there myself where I made my first round of videos and then I was like, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm making a lot of videos. I'll give it some time, see how they do. And then it's just kind of, you fall out of the habit of making videos and you just don't really get back. So, that's why I kind of try and keep mine so consistent. But, obviously there's other people out there who let it slide and try and come back. And it's just, it's difficult to get back in the swing of things, especially when you're dealing with, as many circumstances as Chubbs was kind of going through at the time. Not to throw like a pity party for him, but it's definitely not easy when, you kind of blow up and you're young and, there's all this stuff going on and you're kind of immature and, just all of these different things. Like it's a lot. So with that being said, he was kind of coming back. Then there was a point where he did sort of come back. He was making a couple commentary videos. They were kind of funny. They kind of followed the same structure and, stuff like that. But now, in the most recent times, we've seen another comeback from him. I want to say it was like a month or two ago. He started uploading, and his goal was to upload daily. He's kind of, sort of stuck to that. He definitely uploads frequently, but not entirely daily. It is a different channel. I'm not sure if he changed the name of his second channel. I'm not sure if he started a whole new channel, but his main channel is just kind of gone. I think he was like promoting music videos or something on it for a while. But yeah, so now there's just or maybe that was with the, I don't know. There's a lot going on with his channels. I'm not really sure what happened. I don't think YouTube like got involved and removed any of them. I think it was just him trying to move and restart and stuff like that. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on now. And now he actually makes quite, mature and pretty well-structured commentary videos. I mean, are they the most mature? No, he still definitely throws in, a kind of crude or offensive joke. But he also does a good job of saying, I'm not really trying to just bash this person. I am trying to like give them criticism and, stuff like that because I've been in that situation or, just, various kind of things like that. I think it's really clear now looking at his videos that he's been posting, the most recently, that he really has grown up and matured a lot. And it's something that I can really respect as a longtime viewer because, of course, me, myself, I've also grown up and matured over the years. So to kind of see a creator do that as well is, nice. It's like, it's not like Jake Paul, who just has never matured past the age of 5. So it's, it's nice to see when a creator can kind of do that, although he is still in kind of, harsh conditions. His living conditions, I think, according to him, is a trailer. And, there's possibility of him getting evicted or something like that. So, of course, he's streaming on Twitch, making, more videos and starting a Patreon and stuff like that. Kind of your typical things that YouTubers do, especially a lot of the ones that I talk about on these series. It's kind of similar to YBR in a way, not entirely, but, a little bit. So, yeah, definitely a lot went down there for sure. It's been a ride for him. As a fan, it's definitely hard to see creators kind of go through these rough patches. And this is why I like making these videos though, because I feel like there's always a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. And, for other fans of Chubbs out there, or for even Chubbs himself, if anybody if he sees this video, or any other fans or anything like that, there is always just kind of that light at the end of the tunnel, I think, with a lot of these creators where, a lot of them are young that I talk about. A lot of them are pretty young. I mean, maybe late 20s at the latest. Like, there's still time to kind of go back and, fix your life, put it back on track, or continue YouTube. I mean, whatever kind of floats your boat, I guess. It's just kind of a brief review of the career, but there seems to always be, hope at the end for a lot of creators. Of course, there's probably some, or there will be in the future, where I'm just like, yeah, there's no coming back from this. But, as long as you don't go and get yourself canceled for 9 million things, or like, punt a baby, things like that, there's probably, a chance you could always come back to YouTube, regrow that fan base, or, of course, pursue, other things that you wanted to do. So, I'm staying positive for Chubbs. I'm excited to see where this kind of, restart is going, I guess, for him. And, I hope you guys, if you are fans as him, or fans of him, I hope you guys are also excited. If you have no idea who he is and you've just listened to this whole video for no reason whatsoever, go check him out. He's a pretty cool channel. He definitely makes interesting commentary videos. If you like my videos, you'll probably like his even more, because he is 100% funnier. So, with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Have a wonderful day. I will see you guys later. Goodbye. I need to stop recording for the day. My voice is actually crumbling underneath me as I speak. So, as always, have a good day. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.